Victoria. Iran's getting no help from Russia or China, and now they're alienating their Gulf neighbors because they're attacking them. Iran seems to be utterly alone and highly vulnerable. Is that your analysis?
Good to see you, Stuart. Yes, this is a remarkable development because we've been told by the powers that be for these many years that if the United States and Israel took military action against Iran, we would be isolated. Israel would be isolated and attacked in the region. The United States would be isolated internationally. And guess what? The opposite is the case. Iran is utterly isolated, making a terrible decision to attack the entire GCC except for Egypt. And I don't know why the Egyptians got a free pass, but pretty much everybody else is lining up with the United States and Israel. And Xi can make all of the strong statements he wants. I don't see him doing anything. So this really does reset the board before that meeting coming up in April.
Let's see if you agree with this. It's a new form of warfare. You decapitate your opponent's leadership before you move your army. Is that going to be Trump's military legacy?
Well, it certainly looks that way. You know, over the course of the last 2 months, Stuart, look at what he's done. He created that huge buildup of arms in the Caribbean, then our largest since Iraq, and executed on January 3rd that extraordinary mission to extract Maduro from the country. Nobody thought we could do that. Nobody thought he would do that. And he did. And now we're rebuilding Latin America as friends of the United States, and turned around and did it again halfway around the world in the Persian Gulf, which now is larger than what we did in the Caribbean, and has taken this extraordinary 48-hour strikes against Iran. And what is he doing? He is removing another threat to the United States. And yes, I think this is the future of warfare. It's why those companies you and Lauren were just talking about are so important. We have capabilities that I don't think China or Russia can match.
Next one, Victoria. A sustained war with Iran could drain our missile stockpile. Is that becoming a serious problem?
It is certainly a strong concern, and we just finished a big report at Heritage, Stuart, called Operation Tidal, or Project Tidal Wave, rather, which is about what happens to our ammunition and fuel supplies in the event, in that case, of a sustained conflict with China, but it applies to a conflict with Iran as well. And the fact of the matter is that we have not been appropriating and building up our stockpiles as we should have over the last 5 years or 4 years plus of the Ukraine war. That is something President Trump has vowed to remedy in the very significant defense budget we have coming next year. But that is a real concern and something we're going to have to deal with.
Can I just return to something about the closure of the Straits of Hormuz? The Strait of Hormuz are not closed, but as my colleague Lauren says, they are effectively closed because ships don't want to take the risk of going through. I don't think the Iranian Navy is in any position to close the Straits of Hormuz. I think we've devastated them, haven't we?
Well, we certainly started. The president reported yesterday we'd sunk 9 ships. They can still mine the strait. They can still take shots at ships. And so Lauren is very precise in her wording. She is correct that nobody's going to take that risk right now to go through the strait. Qatar announced today they're going to stop LNG production. And here's another piece of this for you, Stuart. Last week, the Saudis announced they are signing a 20-year natural gas deal with an American producer. So we're going to be more interested to some extent in getting the energy into the Gulf than getting it out of the Gulf in coming years. But we still need that passage to be open. So I do think additional action against the Iranian Navy and against those missile launchers that can threaten ships in the Strait is necessary in coming days.
That will be good. Victoria Co, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.